In a world of stiff joints and fading mobility, there is one woman making a difference.
Mobility coach Nadine.
15 years of expertise. Mobility made easy.
Hi, my name is Nadine. I am your mobility coach today, and I'm going to go over what your coach is really talking about. Noodle edition. Today, we're going to be talking about what I really mean when I give you specific cues in class and give you that breakdown of what you're supposed to be feeling, some tips and tricks, and what exactly I mean by what I am saying, giving certain cues in our classes. So come and join me today while we go over a few of these tips, tricks, and some do nots. Welcome back. Today we're focusing on what your coach, me, Nadine, is trying to tell you when we are doing certain things. So let's go over the very first thing. We're going over some grip strength today. Gripping the noodle. When I tell you to squeeze the noodle, I'm not telling you to put a death grip on it. I want you to squeeze the noodle to where it's comfortable for you. Anytime you're given any direction in most classes, the instructor is just wanting you to be able to do what you're able to do. I wanted to go over what I mean by bracing your core and squeezing those tummy muscles. We are going to be bringing your chest slightly to belly button in a slight crunch motion, bringing your chest to that belly button, and from there you're going to squeeze. It's really hard to squeeze your tummy muscles when you're not in that crunch position, so slightly bringing that chest down and then squeezing is going to give you much better results in a lot of the abdominals that you'll be doing in my classroom. And if I'm being very honest with you, this was the best that my abdominals had ever looked for doing certain ab exercises. The reason why I think they're effective is because they use a lot of ab stability instead of strengthening. I still recommend you get down on the floor and do some strengthening exercises. However, participating in these classes are definitely going to get you deep core results that you wouldn't see on the fitness mat at the gym. The biggest things in my classes that we need to go over is when I say make sure you have a nice wide base. Your feet should be width apart, shoulder width apart, and you shouldn't be toppling over your chair. Because we need a good foundation for that balance, we need to make sure that our feet are not together. This is for our abdominals through working our arms right into our legs. If we don't have that steady base, it makes it a lot harder. The importance of having a strong base is so that we don't topple off of our chairs, okay? So making sure that when we are doing our abdominals, that we are holding those abdominals strong, yet we have that base to also help us secure. So we have two things to help with our balance, our base and our abdominals. So the stronger your abdominals get, the stronger your balance is going to get. But you can strengthen your balance right away by just adjusting your footing and your placement and making sure that they're not together. So now it's time for some tips and tricks on how to get the most from these noodle exercises. They are fantastic if you know how to use them. We want to make sure that you're challenging yourself. Step one, I would encourage you to use a heart rate monitor, especially if you have any other conditions going on. I believe that every workout should contain a heart rate monitor, a reputable one. I have tried the Amazon ones, and unfortunately, the heart rate is completely off. And I've tested friends and family members who have bought them before, and they kind of got frustrated with me when I told them if they're just using it as a simple step counter, it's sort of accurate, but I would make sure to use a heart rate monitor. This will also make sure that you're within your working range as well. You're not wasting your time with checking your heart rate and making sure you're getting it up. We're only going to get it up for about 5 minutes of your workout, and then we're going to settle in and do lots of stretching and lots of mobility concentration. Next thing I want you to focus on is just to make sure that you're working within your range of motion. I don't care what Stan or Betsy is doing next to you. I want you to focus on what your range of mobility is for that specific day. If you are too sick to participate in class, we can always come back to this video and participate for when you're feeling better. You are the judge, you are the boss, you are the one to determine whether or not you're going to be able to function the way that you should be functioning in this exercise. So please stick within what you feel comfortable and always listen to you. The next thing that I wanted to finish off with is really take the breaths at the end of the class. I love to end a lot of my classes with all of the breaths. So when you do see those come up, make sure that you are exhaling all the positive vibes and then exhaling all the negative. And I promise you, you're going to have a great start to your week. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Nadine. I'm your mobility coach, and I love to dive deep into what your coach is actually saying. This is my mini series and our second video within the series. If you'd like to go and check out my first video in the series, please check it out. I'll have the link in the description. But make sure you guys are staying safe, having fun, and being mobile with mobility dance workouts here on YouTube.